guys, it's Janice from Ozark Family Homestead, and today's video is going to kind of be a hodgepodge of a couple different things. First of all, kind of a life update, health update thing, because for those of you that were following the whole health journey thing that I've been doing since May, I've had a second round of blood work drawn and I have the results back. So I was going to chit chat with you guys about that to see how things are going, and I thought I would show you guys some of the stuff that's going on outside, farm projects, animals, things like that. I'll throw some of that in here too, because that's what's been going on today as well. Clothes are being switched out. That process has been started for the fall winter stuff getting pulled out. And I even thought at the end of the video, I have some gifts that we have received that I have not said an official thank you yet to those that have sent those gifts. So I thought I would put that in this video as well. I told you it's a hodgepodge. It really is going to be a hodgepodge of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I will start off. Let's go ahead and go over the health things real quick, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, so I have over here, I'm sitting over here near the laptop, and I have my current test results here. I've not printed them up. I have my old test results here on paper. So I will say, for the most part, I had good results, but not everything was good. So and I didn't get this second set. Okay, so first of all, I had my dates off. It says my first set of lab work was collected April 10th. So, but it took a while to get all of the results back. So I thought it was May. It was April. And now my second set that's here on the laptop was collected in early October. So that's how much time has passed in between first set and second set. Those of you that have been following along with this know the big thing from the first set was I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. And I never gave you guys numbers or anything like that exactly. It's just, it was bad. And it rattled me. And chose to go a more natural route with my nurse practitioner's approval. Very strict diet. And doing it that way. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys were my glucose numbers from April and my glucose numbers from now. When I had my glucose numbers run, are you guys ready for this? It's bad, okay? My glucose was at 329 back in April. So therefore, type 2 diabetes was, that box was checked. My number now, instead of 329, 147. So that is a big change in my blood glucose. The A1C has also lowered considerably. And maybe one of these days I will talk about that. I'm still not within normal range, but there has been a big change in these several months where I've made the dietary switch. So yay. Yay for that. I'm very happy with that. The new test, what is here on this laptop, what she only ran was the A1C, a thyroid panel, a tick panel, and the alpha-gal test. For those of you that don't know, alpha-gal is the illness that you get from a tick bite that causes you to not be able to consume red meat. So things like beef, pork, lamb, venison, all that kind of stuff. So I will go ahead and tell you that that test came back positive, which is not good. That was kind of my biggest fear this time around, because we raise sheep so that we can eat lamb, and we have beef that we intend to harvest. As a matter of fact, here in a little bit, I'm going to show you the project that Shawn and Andrew were working on outside today. That'll be included in this video too. One step closer to having pasture for more beef cattle. Yay! So I'm trying to look up the number here for the alpha-gal test. I'll tell you my number. Maybe this number means something more for you guys than it does for me. So, where's it at? Okay, alpha-gal. The number says normal, like you don't have alpha-gal, is 0.34 and under. 0.34 is the magic, you got it or you don't number. I'm at 1.46. So it's a definite yes. I have alpha-gal. Now, here, let me pause for a second and we're going to talk about kind of what my reactions have been to things. Okay, so the whole alpha-gal thing. Here's the thing that confuses me about it. So I came back positive that my body is not working well with beef, pork, lamb, venison, mammal meats, basically, mammal products. But I was feeling like I was doing pretty good with those things. I did not feel like I was having reactions, at least the kind of reactions that I hear of other people having. Now, I do have a history of some anaphylactic reactions, but we never could figure out what it was. I'm talking about 2018. I actually had an allergy food panel thing done in 2019 because I would just every so often have these reactions. They always occurred in the middle of the night, like 1 a.m., 3 a.m., middle of the night, wake me up from a deep sleep. I would wake up with breaking out in full body hives, head to toe, everything. And my hands and my feet would swell up, my lips. I did have my nasal passages swell up before, but I never had, like, my throat never did close up. I never reached that point. And I could never connect what was causing this. I would have it happen, like if we did go out to a restaurant, or if I went out with the mamas with our Homestead ladies group or something, I would sometimes have a reaction. So that the only commonality I could come up with is that maybe it's like corn syrup, processed food, something was my best guess. But on that food test that I had in 2019, corn came back fine and dandy. But I still avoided corn because it seemed to help if I stayed away from corn. But I will say I had a reaction. I know in 2019 we took the kids to the beach. We did a vacation to the beach. And on the drive home we stopped at Arby's. So I got a roast beef sandwich at Arby's. I had a reaction that night while sleeping. I've had a reaction from Sonic Burgers. I've had a reaction. I had a reaction after Thanksgiving. And that would have been turkey and stuff after a Thanksgiving one year. I had a reaction one time when we had steak and corn on the cob. See, that's why I thought corn. Where I woke up in the middle of the night, hives, all the stuff. Now, when I would have one of those reactions, I would immediately take a couple of Benadryl. And if I could keep it in, because I also had, my body lost everything. There was everything leaving my body. If I could keep the Benadryl inside me for 20 minutes, it would help with the reaction, but sometimes I lost the Benadryl before it had time to kick in. I would do that. I would do activated charcoal. I would do all the stuff that I knew to do. There was one time that we even spent a while sitting in the parking lot of the hospital. Is the reaction going to die down, or do I need to go in for emergency help? My doctor did give me an EpiPen, prescribed me an EpiPen at that time, even though we could not pin down what it was. And I was never tested for alpha-gal. I don't know. It wasn't, I guess it wasn't as much of a thing back in the 2018, 2019. I don't know. But now I'm wondering, was that when had I recently been bitten by the tick back then and had this was just a really heavy season for that, because I have not had one of those reactions. I've had it since having the YouTube channel. I didn't tell you guys about it, but it's been over a year since I've had one of those middle of the night anaphylactic reactions. Now, my nurse practitioner, when I brought this up to her, she said, you know, I may not be having those severe reactions that some people have, but even the inflammation that I'm dealing with and stuff like that, that could be my reaction nowadays. Because I'm telling you, I ate beef this week. Now, I did have venison recently, and I did have a noticeable amount of bloating and pain in my knees and stuff like that. So I do think that venison didn't agree with my body. But again, I didn't break out in hives and all that good stuff. So I am confused. I have not had my official chit-chat with my nurse practitioner about the results yet. She knows my results. She knows I've come back positive, but we haven't had the appointment yet to talk about that stuff. So being that I am not having awful reactions, I don't know. Am I going to have to still remove all the stuff from my diet? I am kind of concerned. I had the whole breakdown in tears stuff earlier this week whenever I got these results emailed to me. Very overwhelming, I will tell you that. Especially to already be on such a strict diet for type 2 diabetes. I consume no grains, potatoes, corn, obviously sugars, no honey, no maple syrup. The carbs that I have are going to be like from veggies, beans, squash, carrots, things like that. So I already feel very limited on my diet for that, but then to add on, if I have to add in leaving out the meats and dairy, some people can't even do dairy, cheese and all that stuff. I can't wrap my brain around that change just yet. I'm holding on to hope that she's going to say, just do without beef. Lamb is my favorite, but even if I don't have it as often, if I could keep beef and dairy, I could do that. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I could do that. So that is where I'm at on that. Did I already tell you? I don't even know if I already said. The rest of the tick panel came back negative. So all the other random tick diseases you can think of, everything else came back negative on that. Alpha-gal was positive. The glucose A1C numbers were good. Not healthy normal range yet, but very big improvement in those numbers. The thyroid. The thyroid test that I had done, I had two things come back slightly low. It was the free T4 and the free T3 numbers. There are so many thyroid numbers on there that I get confused on what's what. And like I said, I haven't had my appointment with my nurse practitioner yet, so I don't know what she's going to say about those. But those two numbers for me were just slightly below the normal range, and they were fine on the April testing that I had done then. All the other thyroid numbers were within normal range for me. So I don't know. We'll see what she says on that. But that's where I'm at on the health journey right now. I did mention something else on a live stream, and a lot of you, I know a lot of people don't watch the live streams. I weighed this morning because I knew I was going to be filming this video. And right now I am 4 pounds less than what I started at back in April when I got the type 2 diabetes stuff. 4 pounds. 4 pounds after this many months of no grains, no sugar, low carb, high protein, 4 pounds. And when I mentioned this to my nurse practitioner, she said, oh, well, and I also shared with her, I have so much less bloating. I feel better. My joints ache less. You know, there are improvements. There are improvements. And I feel it in my clothes. I've lost inches, but not pounds. And she said, Janice, that is normal. That is normal for insulin resistance. She said, you just keep doing what you are doing and the weight will come off. Just stay at it. And that made me feel so much better because, you guys, this whole time I'm thinking, what is wrong? I've got a defective body here that just, I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Why am I not losing weight? What is wrong with my body to where it won't let any of this weight go? And for her to say that my body's working it out, like peeling away the layers of an onion. You know, you go through healing one layer at a time. It made me feel better. I'm not defective. I just have issues that have to be dealt with one at a time, and I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I am getting there. Okay. All right, I am looking over the rest of my stuff here, and I don't really see anything else that there is, I don't know, any red flags or anything like that that I need to, I'm sorry if I'm crooked, that I need to chit-chat about at this point. I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead. I filmed some video earlier today just from being outside. That's kind of why my hair's a mess and everything. Spent some time outside today with the ducks, and I already talked about kind of Andrew and Shawn working out in the pasture on the beef cattle project, the fencing and stuff like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I will have Sam, when he edits this video, go ahead and put the outside homestead stuff in here, and you can see that, and then I will come back and show you guys some of the gifts that we received recently and tell some very special people thank you. So we're filling up the duck pool, and you see them? Oh, so silly ducks. I hope you can see. It's so bright I can't tell what you're seeing in the camera, but I hope you're seeing ducks loving the bubbles and playing in the water as it's streaming out there. Andrew and David were over here earlier, and they said the ducks have a jacuzzi and they're loving it. Oh, there she goes. She's having a good time. This is why I love having ducks. They are so much fun. Well, she's done with that. Oh, there's another one. But it's my turn. You goofy things. Ah! Yikes. Oh. And the others are back there playing in the mud, just having a good time. These are some happy ducks over here. I hope you guys can see them. I got more over here under the trees there. Everything's so bright I can't tell what's going on. I got a girl coming here down the path that's still in process. Pathway dude should come back later on this week and work on that some more, but I'm going to sit out here and watch my ducks all day. What do you think about that? Shawn is telling me that they are doing some work out here, getting ready to do the next phase of a fencing project. So we're going to go see what they're doing. Okay, so what's the plan here?
Okay, so we are going to work on the next section of fencing to cross fence the property for the cows and full-size sheep. So we've got these big posts and the 4x4s for the cross braces, and we're don't want to carry them, they're way too heavy, and we're putting them across the Jeep and putting them across the tractor to haul them down there.
And we got the spectators over here watching the show. And more of them over here watching the show. So, yeah, that comes in handy, doesn't it? Looky there. Alright. Who's going to drive the Jeep? Yeah.
I'll drive the tractor.
Okay.
Right, pretty good?
Get the job done.
Okay.
And Lady came all the way out here with us. She kind of stays up in the yard nowadays, but said something's exciting going on, so. What, baby? Oh, hey, Andrew, can she go in the Jeep with you? Or is it okay? Go get her seatbelt on. There you go. Lady's leading the way. For a 15-year-old dog, she's not doing too shabby, huh? Bye, guys. We're driving through it's a dried up creek bed down there. That's what Shawn just went through, the dried up creek bed. And then Andrew will go through it also. In the springtime, it's beautiful with water running through it, but right now, it's dry. We did get rain last night, so we'll go down there and we'll see. Is it dry or not? Yep, there they go. This is that. Yeah, it is dry. This creek bed is. Okay, let me come up here and see if I can show y'all. I don't know if you can see the fencing. The sun is right. Okay. If you can see up there where Wesley, he's the black dog, is standing up there, and then come back this way just a little bit. That's where the fencing is ended right now, but it does stretch all the way, and then it goes through this patch of woods here, and then we're going to tie in with the rest of the paddocks that are already back there where we were at earlier whenever I had just filmed. So, and this will give us some additional pasture area so we can utilize all of this grass out here in this pasture. So we have more space for cows and sheep. There you go. This may give you a better idea. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better with the fencing coming down through here, right through the middle. And this will be the fence, the gate to get you into the other pasture there. We have a small deer stand back here in this area too, where some of them do deer hunting from there and watch the deer come across this pasture, which this will change things up once we have this fence here. Now the deer could clear this, I would imagine, but they're not used to having this here as well. What are they looking at? You know what they're looking at? Well, he's coming back with the tractor, isn't he? What do you think? Huh? You want to lick the camera? Yep, you just need to smell it. Investigate. Goats are curious things. Yeah? Alright. It might be old, but it still serves a purpose,
Yeah,
right?
like me.
Talking about the tractor.
But it's newer than the Jeep.
It is newer than the Jeep. Yep. But they both are working for us.
Yeah.
This is the same, what is it you call this attachment? The boom pole?
Boom pole.
That's what he uses for deer whenever you're...
It's that time of the year. It stays on here.
It stays on there so that if they get a deer during deer season, it's ready to... This hangs the deer so that they can do all the stuff that needs to be done.
That's right.
Yeah.
The stuff we don't show.
That stuff we don't show, yeah. Yeah, Lady made it back up this way. She's the last one to make it back. You're a good girl, Lady Dog. You are. What you got? You got some grass stuck to you, girl? There you go. There you go, sweetness. Yes, you good girl. You good girl.
Okay, get up by the root.
Good. Found a big old cocklebur plant. We do not want those dropping seeds. So that is going to the burn pile. My mom and dad gave the kids this airplane thing years ago. Is that how you drive the airplane? How do you drive the airplane? You gonna fly it? Sometimes you climb on it. Yes, you do. Woo! This has gone through lots of children. It's faded out, but it's been a lot of fun, hadn't it? Friends come over and they can use it like a teeter-totter. And then they can sit in the seat and be pilots.
Sometimes I keep on falling off.
Sometimes you fall off. You gotta line up of ducks there. Moving away from the duck pond in the front yard. They make their rounds every evening. Yep, they take a walk. They have their routine.
Yep, they're doing the walk just like you.
Just like me. They're doing their walk just like you. Mama probably waddles like a duck still. You do. So waddle, waddle, quack, quack. We got the stragglers back here. Oh, I still see there are a few in the duck pond still too. This is a really unique colored one here. It's in the shadow with that lighter. This would be a boy. Look at the curve there on his tail. He's got a curved tail feather there. That's how you can tell that's a boy. Got a gray head. That one's got a curly tail, but this buff one here does not, so that would be a girl. But yep, they're taking their walk. Oh, and Catty Cat came here to see me too. There they go. Well, hey, Catty Cat, how you doing, girl? You sweet girl. Yeah, she can't see as well anymore. But look at the ducks there. I don't know why they do this. But they're chit-chatting there with their heads bobbing around. They're saying something to each other. It's a meeting going on. Well, meeting's over. Go catch up with the rest of the group. They're now taking off back where we keep the chicken tractors. Going there around the back side of the house. A couple taking a nap right here under the bushes. And several still.
I think they're curling up in the box to be comfy.
They're being comfy.
But I see their eyes open.
Let's see. Let's stay right here.
I think they're taking a bath.
They are taking a bath, aren't they?
Oh, that's the key that goes down at the bath.
Yeah, they just had fresh water put in there. And in no time, it's going to be a mess.
From all their wings.
From all their wings. Well, they bring mud in there. They just get it messy. But
Yeah, because they're funny little ducks.
They are funny.
And they're tinkles that's
They're
like me.
stinkers just like you. That's right. Cute little stinkers. I just enjoy watching them so much.
Oh, and that's one gotta be named Brownie because there's a lot of brown.
You think
that
so?
one gotta be named what's that? And that one who do the flatten gotta name
Is one of them Woodstock or is that a different one?
all of them are different.
All of them are different. They are all different.
And that one will wind up doing the fashion. And doing the wings.
Mm-hmm.
That one got a name Rosie Feds. I call that girl. And that one got a name Blueberry.
You're going to name that one Blueberry. All
Are
right.
those great names?
Those are awesome names.
Thanks. I get the story from lunch.
Did you? What did you eat for lunch?
Hot dog bun pizzas.
And you got some on your bluey dress? Yeah.
Because my face was getting messy. I'm going back inside.
Okay. You pretty girl. You are a good girl. I don't know if the camera will focus. See the sheep back there? And then right over here. Right. Let's see. Where's it at? Right there. There's a chicken up in the tree. Getting ready to roost for the evening. I'm going to show you some gifts that we received from some awesome viewers that are very generous to our family. So I'm going to start off over here with Miss Darla, Darla F. Darla has been sending our family gifts for a long time. She has been super generous to our family. She gives us things that I don't even know that I want at the time, but then when I get them, I'm like, oh, that's so nice. So thank you, Darla, for this. She has set me up with the whole vacuum sealer kit. Now, I do have a vacuum sealer that is like an antique one to where I can't get the stuff anymore for it, so I haven't used it. I can't even tell you the last time that I used it, but I am set up now. So Darla, thank you for this. I really do appreciate it. This is going to help me to preserve meats and stuff like that so much simpler, and they will last longer in the freezer. But she didn't just send something to make my life easier. She sent something to make Rebekah smile. So these little craft purse things are for Rebekah here. And there is a whole bunch of them in there. So the way I foresee using them is next time we have friends over, there's several little girls that are all Rebekah's age, and they have such a fun time getting together, and I think they will have a blast doing this together with each other. So Darla, we appreciate you a whole bunch. Let's see now, this stuff here, this is from Bob. Bob has also been extremely generous to us. So Bob, you see this big stack of health-related books here? The vast majority of those were sent by Bob. So he has been very, very supportive on this whole health journey thing. And he went to, okay, so our family has like a wish list thing on Amazon, and I put just little odds and ends on there that I'm going to be ordering from Amazon anyway. And he went on there and really just totally blessed us with things off that list. So, and he always, you guys just leave such supportive comments and stuff to help me out on my health journey there. So this was all stuff that I was going to end up ordering anyway, but I didn't have to because Bob sent it to me. So thank you, Bob. This kind of stuff really helps me to stretch the rest of our family's budget, you know, above and beyond the grocery budget that I have. So thank you again. Now, Jenny here, Jenny sent this to us, or to me, I guess. Nobody else in the family is using this. She had a nice note that she taped to it as well, that she did use these, but she upgraded to a different glucose monitor. And so she had these that she wasn't going to use anymore, and she blessed me with them. So thank you, Jenny. They're going to be used. This is why I don't have to buy any. It's not coming out of my grocery budget because you blessed me with this. So I really do appreciate it, Jenny. And then Shawn. Shawn is not in here. I wanted Shawn to be in here for this one. So Miss Joanne, she's been supportive of our channel for a very long time also. You might see her as Pipsqueak in the comments. But she remembers birthdays and just loves on our family a whole bunch. But she did send Shawn a birthday card with a gift card in there as well. Obviously, he's not used it yet, Joanne, but I know he will have no trouble using a Home Depot gift card. He is still outside doing stuff, but I know he's very appreciative of this. And then Miss Debbie. So Miss Debbie, I've shown some of the things she has sent before. These containers are so handy. She sent a bunch from QVC before, and I think these are also from QVC because the packaging was similar. But it's, you know, Bob and Debbie C is all I'm going to say. I am just realizing these are food safe containers. So whenever I got the larger ones, Debbie, I thought they were just, you know, like for storing things. I knew I could use these for cookies. I plan to use these for cookies and stuff. But I didn't realize like these smaller ones are food safe also. It tells me all that here if I would just read it. And I did finally read it. And so I'm really going to be getting a lot of use out of these now that I know I can just like put food in the refrigerator and stuff with those as well. So I love organizational stuff. And this is right up my alley. So I got an Abigail coming inside. It did rain last night, so it is a little muddy, but Debbie, thank you very, very much. I do have another gift that I want to show you guys, but I have it set up in the living room, so I'm going to take you in there next. Last but not least is we have a really, really awesome gift for Andrew. And okay, so the story behind these. So I just showed you guys in the video earlier, Andrew in the Jeep. He's kind of a Jeep guy. He's got his Jeep shirt on. I think we got you that for your birthday last year, I think. So they these shirts here came from, okay, so that's Jody. It's either C or D. Jody C, but you've sent gifts before, Jody, and I thought you were Jody D whenever you sent gifts before. Some gifts, including other shirts for Andrew, but other stuff too. These were specifically for Andrew because she said that her husband is a Jeep guy too. And he likes to watch you because you're a Jeep guy. So they wanted to gift you with this. And when I showed them in the video earlier, the Jeep was kind of smoking.
Yeah.
So there's a new something to fix on the Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got the job done with the posts and stuff for the fencing, but yeah, just another project. Nothing else better to do, huh? Yeah. And they are just super, super cute shirts. This one has a, a little Jeep there. And then, of course, the army green. Can't go wrong with army green Jeep shirt, huh? So, Andrew is going to say...
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you for loving on us. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for caring about the whole health updates and loving on our family the way you do. I really appreciate y'all. And I want to make sure you know how much we appreciate you all. Sorry. I've got children playing. I've got Abigail and Rebekah playing over there. Rebekah is barefoot, but running around with the jacket on. So it is a nice crisp fall evening. I've got Rosie the dog. She protects the sheep and some of the cows. I got Daisy back there. So I just really appreciate you guys. You're just an amazing blessing to our family. So thank you for that. As a way to support us, make sure you do the thumbs up because it does help with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. Sorry, I'm still trying to keep my voice. The whole fall allergy stuff. Double check that you are subscribed. And then if you could just share our family's channel with others, just tell them about Ozark Family Homestead. And it really does help our family's channel to grow. So, guys, I will see you, Lord willing, on a later video this week. And we can catch up on some grocery shopping deals. So I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family.